Wondering how is dating in China is quite different from the West, and it can be very confusing. Dating in China may include having a car and a house, which might make you wonder if Chinese are only interested in money or if you need to be rich to date a Chinese girl. Unmarried women are sometimes called leftovers, and whether you're a man or woman, your photo and private information might end up hanging from trees in public parks if you are late to get married. Hello guys, this is Nestor in China. Hi, you're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe we can date?
Do you have house?
No.
Do you have money?
No.
Oh, bye-bye.
And that pretty much summarizes how is dating in China. In China, women prioritize education over dating. They focus on their studies in their 20s and establish a career post-graduation. They are looking for a partner that have similar goals who can support them financially.
我喜欢爹系男友，偏爸爸型的嘛，照顾你一点的。
The rules for dating in China start since young age. Parents typically don't allow their children, especially girls, to have relationships while they are in school. The restriction often lasts until they finish university, usually at ages 21 to 23. This happens because parents really want their children to do well in school and have a good future. In China, there is a lot of competition for getting into good schools. Only the students with the best grades can get in. So, parents put a lot of pressure on their kids to study hard and be the best. After graduation, women prioritize career over dating. Initially influenced by the parents, nowadays, with increasing economic pressure in China, more and more girls are focused on developing their careers and becoming independent.
Could you prey on my weakness? Satisfying you while I keep bleeding. I don't know why you act like you're innocent.
During the ages of 23 to 28, if you're a guy looking to date a girl, you will likely encounter a lot of "I am busy" responses, as both men and women work long hours and have little spare time. So, couples might only meet once a week or even once a month. Additionally, the girl might prefer to spend time with her friends and family instead. That's why in China you can find a lot of beautiful Chinese girls in their 20s who are still single. It's not that they can't find a boyfriend, but they are just not interested. They instead prefer focus on working. 你有男朋友吗？
我没有男朋友。
你有男朋友吗？
没有。
你有男朋友吗？
I don't have.
Dating in China gets tougher with age. Women face a lot of pressure as they get older. Parents push their daughters to get married before their 30s, deeming them all if they remain unmarried past this age. Since many women dedicated their 20s to building a career, very often they find themselves single in their late 20s, and they are being called shèng, which means leftover woman. Not a nice name to be called. It carries negative connotations, leaving this woman feeling inadequate and being judged by the society. These years between 28 and 30 are particularly tough for single women in China because their parents keep pushing them to find someone to marry, which adds a lot of stress. This pressure gets worse during Chinese New Year when women really don't want to go home because they know their parents will keep asking them, "Why are you still single?" making the holidays more stressful instead of enjoyable. Parents think marriage is important for the daughter's happiness and how others see them. But Nestor, where's the car? Yes, we are getting there. Not only women feel pressure when dating in China, men also face expectations. They have to buy a house and a car to be considered marriage ready. Material considerations often play a significant role in marriage for men in their late 20s to early 30s. It's during this period that men may feel pressure to have assets such as a house and a car before being considered eligible for marriage or even dating. And there's the potential bride price of 1 million RMB.
Wow.
But don't worry, it goes to the family rather than the bride. The dowry or bride price, 彩礼, is money that the groom must pay to the bride's family and can amount to up to 1,000,000 yuan. It is an old tradition that represents gesture of appreciation for the bride's family raising her and demonstrates the groom's ability to provide for her. However, it is important to note that this practice is less common now in China and is even prohibited by law. The Chinese government has made efforts to eradicate this practice due to its potential for exploitation and gender inequality. Therefore, if you are planning to marry your Chinese girlfriend, you can always go and tell your soon-to-be in-laws with a cheeky grin, "Hey folks, sorry, but I'm not paying, it's against the law." Yes, we should go low with that. Okay, so while women are there chasing their dreams and men are collecting houses, cars, and 1,000,000 yuan, finding love isn't as easy as checking items in a shopping list. But hey, don't stress too much. Your parents are here to help you out, and this is when dating in China gets exciting. The marriage markets in China are gatherings where parents go to find suitable partners for their unmarried adult children. Typically held in parks or public spaces, these markets consist of parents displaying detailed advertisements about their children, including their age, education, occupation, and other desirable qualities, together with their actual photos.
Have you come here today for your son or for your daughter? And how old is your daughter?
我觉得老了，他自己不着急，就是他工作忙，因为他是空姐，天上飞的，就是还是愿意这孩子早点结婚。
Picture this, your face plastered in a billboard alongside with your dating resume for the whole time to scrutinize it. Could be this why Chinese are so upset about selfies and why Chinese girls are so mastered in Photoshop? Just in case the photos end up in public in parks. And do you want to know some funny anecdotes about matchmaking in China? Once, a friend was told his skin color wasn't compatible with their daughter.
Wow.
But it wasn't always about race. A friend dated a Chinese girl whose parents wanted her to marry a doctor, so he faked being one.
China is evolving. Nowadays, there are new trends in dating and relationships, such as living together before marriage, LGBT, and intercultural marriages with foreigners. If you want to learn more about these changes, be sure to subscribe now, as I might cover this in a future video. And you're curious about what Chinese girls like in men, then you must watch the next video. There you have it. Now you know how is dating in China. It can be quite unique and full of unexpected twists. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Hasta la vista.